I guess the term needs to be explained a little bit. For us, for Julie and I, we got very interested in analysing what was happening in economies and in regions, like regional restructuring, and the way in which capitalist industrialisation was changing its shape. And we realised that as we were doing this, we were doing it from a perspective that was interested in transforming capitalism to make it into some other kind of world, But our work was all kind of documenting how capitalism was always able to change itself and be able to withstand crisis and, basically stay present as the dominant economic system. So our interest in post-capitalism, in what comes after, was being thwarted by the way in which we were analysing what it was. And so we developed a kind of perspective that we needed a different kind of politics, not just working against the monster and resisting it, but studying it in a way that made it stronger, but kind of moving beyond, having a different kind of discourse that would allow us to take different kinds of action. So for us, a post-capitalist politics involved three different kinds of activities. One was a politics of language, to try and start to talk about economies without always latching it back to the signifier of capitalism. So a different kind of discourse that would allow us to talk about economies in different ways. Then a different kind of subjectivity, or a politics of the subject, where rather than being defined as either capitalist or workers or resistant to capitalism, we could think of all the multiple kinds of subjectivities that we could occupy as political subjects and try and shift relationships in many different venues and different arenas. And then lastly, the kind of politics of collective action, which is more the traditional vision of what politics is, out on the streets arguing or trying to build new economic experiments and so on. So for us, a post-capitalist politics had to involve all three things: a different kind of language, a different kind of opportunities to be different kinds of subjects, and collective actions that might be informed by those two other kinds of politics.